Hey everybody, welcome to Storytime Sunday. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. Today I want to talk about the time that Abigail got sick and threw up at the library. So this is what happened. This happened not last Thanksgiving, around Thanksgiving time, but Thanksgiving before. So this is 2020. So that's 2018 this happened, and I'm just now able to talk about it because I was so traumatized. So what happened was, it was cold, obviously, it was like right around Thanksgiving, November, early December. So I was like, I want to find an activity for the kids to do that's indoors. So we go to this library that's in the area, and the libraries in Maryland, a lot of them have like play spaces inside for kids. So this particular one was like a really nice one. They had like this whole dedicated room. You go in there, they've got like a kitchen and blocks and like age appropriate books and like cars and train tracks and like anything you could think of to play with, like you can play with. So she was like really fussy that day, and I don't really remember what I thought. I just thought like she was just acting up. I was like, listen, we going to the library. So I pack all the kids up in the car. This is like a 25-minute drive. And we're meeting some other like homeschooling groups. So it was set up to do like a tour of the library so that we could see what they actually offered, and then the kids had an opportunity to play in the room, like the younger kids, Abigail's age. So we're doing the tour, whatever, and she wanted to stop in there. So I asked a friend like, hey, can Josiah and Eli go with you? And I'll stay here with Nathaniel and Abigail. So they're like playing or whatever, and it was fine. All was quiet. It's like the quiet before the storm, right? And so I go over, and I was playing, I think I was playing like cooking or something with Nathaniel, and I hear this lady in the background. Oh, and so I turn around, and Abigail's like spewing, projectile vomiting, all this stuff, and I was like, oh, Abigail, what in the world? And she just wouldn't stop. Like, you know that movie, what's the movie? The singing movie, Pitch Perfect, where the girl, maybe, I don't know, this is inappropriate. Whatever, y'all are all adults. The girl, when they're all standing in the room and she like starts throwing up on everybody, that's what it was like. And she's like projectile vomiting everywhere. She's like, ah, and I was like, no. And she's like, she threw up all on the toys. And so then she's like throwing up on the carpet. She's got vomit like all down her shirt and her pants. And so slowly, like there was a bunch of like grandmas in there with their little grandchildren. And so they just like pulled them away. Like, ain't nobody offered me no help or nothing. They pulled their kids away and left the room. They didn't get a librarian, they didn't get a custodian, they didn't say like, hey, do you need any help? And like at this point, I think I had decided that day to not bring a diaper bag, because I was like, we're only gonna be here for an hour, nothing's gonna happen. And of course, on a day where I needed the most, I did not bring it. So I was like, okay, what do I do? So I like peek out and I was like, hey, like I need a librarian, can I get a trash bag or something? And so then they ran and got me. First of all, how do you not have any trash bags in the library? They only had the recyclable bags, like book bags that you carry the books in. So they gave me one of those. I had to take Abigail's clothes off. Now mind you, it's December. I did not have a change of clothes. So I had to take all of her clothes off down to her diaper and just put her coat on and zip it up in her shoes. Oh my gosh. So I threw her clothes in a bag. And then the custodian came and he threw like a bunch of like that stuff that dissolves and takes away the germs. Like they use it in schools and things like that. So he comes in like this biohazard suit thing and he's like pouring the stuff out on the floor, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm so sorry. He's like, it's okay. And then all the parents, of course, are giving me like these crazy looks like, what in the world? So I go to the homeschool group coordinator. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but we have to go. Like, we cannot stay here. Abigail is sick. And she's like, do you need anything? And I'm like, no, I'm just really embarrassed at this point. Like, I just need to go home. And so of course, like Josiah and Eli at the time, they didn't understand. They were like, why do we have to leave? All loud, Mommy, why do we have to leave? Abigail threw up. And I was just like, so in any case, that was the start of a horrible week, because apparently all of them had been contaminated. And so they all got sick. They all had like this stomach flu thing, and they're like throwing up everywhere. And I think it's from when we were in Pennsylvania. We had gone to Legoland, and I mean, kids just be in there touching stuff. So I think that's where they got it from. But I was just like, from that point on, I said, I am never leaving the house without a diaper bag. So let that be a lesson to you. You never know. Doesn't matter how old your kids are. You better keep a diaper bag, or keep it like a change of clothes for all of them, somewhere in your car, on you at all times, whatever you need to do, because that was just unacceptable for that baby to be out with just a coat. So yeah, anyway, that's my story for the day. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I always love hearing from you guys, and don't forget, hiding is overrated, and I'll see you next time.